Oh, you're welcome, buddy.
And we're here! Yay! We're
Yay!
we're the Wild Misfits. We're gonna be playing the Stormcake Thunder today. Woo! Super excited. I'm Helix. I am your dungeon master for today. We'll go around and introduce everybody, starting with Justin.
Oh, you're gone again.
Oh,
Your mic is good. Yeah.
What?
We should start with Jade. That's crazy. We
We'll
should start with
start.
Jade.
We'll start with Jade.
I'm Jade. I play Lorelai Winters. She's a changeling bard warlock. Go Jamie.
Hi, my name is Jamie. I play Zevin, who is a changeling moon druid.
I'll go until Justin can be talked. Hey, I'm Mitch. I played Chad the Barbarian. He is a rogue at heart. He's probably the sneakiest one of the whole team. And hey, Justin, if you can go ahead, buddy.
I'm Justin, and I'm not a mute. I play Chuck, a goblin cleric, and yeah, let's start rolling, baby.
Let's go. So, we'll do a hefty recap since it has been a little bit of time. We'll go all the way back at least to Yartar, where the party had already passed through this large village at one point in time, and spotted a large pleasure yacht that they desperately wanted to get Lorelai on. Originally coming back to Yartar to retrieve a great axe of giant slaying, the party successfully managed to book Lorelai on this pleasure yacht. Lorelai, you got a tremendous amount of notoriety and recognition here. Many high-standing members of not only Yartar but the surrounding kingdomships and villages and cities around now know the name Lorelai Winters, a bard of some renown and talent. You were offered a 10-year, but turned it down as the individual seemed a little creepy in the way he operated that place. The rest of the party had a grand old time mingling with the crew, and Chad was just getting his work on rowing and aiding the rowing team. Unfortunately, Seven revealed himself to a number of individuals as a changeling and was questioned by the security wizard. This caused a very big ripple effect through the story as the party returned to Tribor to meet again with this village that they had saved once before. Just kind of catching up, and a few of them picking up some adamantine gear that they had left behind for Gilrand Foehammer to construct. During this time, however, the party was approached by Zevin's father, calling himself Rand Arrowhead, kind of keeping the same name from when you guys first met him, demanded that the party submit to mind alterations to remove the location of the secret changeling, the Grove, a confluence of different types of monster races that are attempting to make things better for themselves, but don't always have the morality on their side in the way that they operate at times. Some of the party submitted to this and had their minds altered, removing the knowledge of the Grove. However, it seemed that Lorelai was the only one that was really affected by this. This has caused a bit of a rift amongst the party, but other members are helping to try to clear things up a little bit. We had left off with you guys arriving to Longsaddle, this very decently sized little village, where, unlike most villages that you guys have passed through in the, here up in the north, near the Sword Coast, most of them have some kind of defenses, very obvious. Watchtowers, palisade walls. But you don't see any of that here in Long Saddle. You see, as you guys approach into the middle of the city, there's a few shops of just general goods and the like. You guys, I think, went over to the Gilded Horseshoe to look for an inn, while I think that was Zevin, Chuck, and Lorelei, while Stevie and Chad did their, Lorelei advertisement. You guys were just walking into the inn as Chad was rounding a corner when a very stereotypical looking, like, scrawny wizard man magically appears in front of him in a poof of smoke. Blue and purple robes with stars and planets all over them. A very wide-brimmed hat. Blue and purple robes with stars and planets all over them. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's okay. No worries.
Checking the stream.
Yeah, that's fine. I have the map muted, so that won't happen anymore.
Okay, thanks.
It was just, I was hearing myself 3 times. I was like, whoa.
Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good. Shit. The little wizard man, a very round and pointy hat that kind of flops over on the side, stars and things all over it, popped out in front of you, Chad, and asked if you are Chad of Lorelei's Wild Misfits. Ah, splendid. Come with me. He touches your shoulder and poof, you are poofed to somewhere else. Chad, you find yourself in imagine a greenhouse with like golden and silver metal that kind of spires up a great kaleidoscope of glass projecting all kinds of colors. The interior is warm but not entirely humid. You see desks and tables all over the place, full of books. You notice that this is a library of sorts, but the library has vines of exotic nature kind of growing all over it. A very large flower that's almost the size of you, purple, white, and gold, with a very large like stamen that kind of hangs out. You see brooms and little cleaning utensils animated themselves, moving around, sweeping up the place. And you see that little man say, "Ah, I am glad I found you. Something to drink?" He snaps his finger and a large mug appears in your hand.
This place is huge! It's beautiful!
Thank you. Welcome to the Ivy Mansion. Please take a seat. He waves his fingers, and chairs and tables come and take out the back of your knees a little too aggressively. You see it comes and catches him as well. Oh, apologies. Need to work on that. My name
is
okay. My name is Kipper Harple. He reaches
Kipper Harple. Got it.
Yes. He reaches out a hand to shake it.
And I shake back.
He like, there's no like, it's like a wet spaghetti noodle as you shake.
And I am shaking vigorously, but obviously still looking around.
Welcome to the Ivy Mansion, my dear boy.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to show some people this.
Well, I will have to ask. I do know about the opt collars and their ways of trickery. I would have to ask that you behave yourself while you are in the mansion. The security system is quite tight, I assure you.
I'm sorry, did you say you know the opt collars?
Of course, my boy. I have visited the Feywild a time or two. Lost relatives somewhere in the astral planes. We'll find him eventually.
Tell me more.
About which?
Everything. Tell me how the Feywild is doing. When was the last time you were there? Has anything changed? Tell me.
Ah. You have been away from home for some time then.
Been away from home for a very long time. I don't. Is there? Is there anybody there?
They are rebuilding, yes. There was a great explosion of magical energy in the center of this city. I've not been there myself to have investigated. This is rumors and things that I am hearing.
So it looks like how I left it.
You have been to the Opt-Collar compound?
That's my home. My name is Chad B. Obcollar.
Ah, of course, yes.
I mean, if you didn't notice, like, the gigantic sleeping arrangement beside the tiny house.
Ah. It
That's
has
my
been
bed.
some time since I have visited, but from what I am told, they are rebuilding.
Oh, there's people still there. Oh my god, this is huge. Oh, I wonder who. Okay, like, are my grandma and my grandpa there, and like, tell me everything.
And it gets like super close.
I would be happy to help you, my dear boy. That does not break the rules. Yes, I should be able to assist you with this. I would like, in return, you to answer some questions for me. I am most curious about your crew.
Okay, what's up? Let's talk. Let's do this. Information for information. Love this. Want to know if my family's alive? You need to know about my crew. Let us do this.
Yes, I understand that you recently had a conversation with Rand Arrowhead,
One more time.
the leader of the Grove, Seven and Lorelai's father.
Douchey guy?
Yes, appeared as usually appears as an elf, but I do not
Yeah,
suspect that is his true nature.
I've seen a really douchey elf guy that if I see him in life, I'm gonna kick the ever-living hell out of him.
Yes, please, tell me about this conversation.
Well, let's see. From what I know, he forced his kid to take precious memories that my friend Lorelai has with, I believe, her brother, because he's, I guess, afraid of people taking over his place, I guess.
Interesting.
Other than that, he's hurt my newfound family, and I'm going to destroy him.
Well, I will not be standing in your way, my big friend. But perhaps not a permanent solution. More of a removal. Might I suggest?
I'm listening.
Oh, I cannot get too involved, my dear friend, but perhaps not ending his life. Just removing him from his current station.
I mean, whatever I need to do to make him feel the absolute pain that he's caused my friends, I'll do whatever I need to.
As I said, I will not get in your way. And these changeling siblings that you travel with.
Chad has never heard the word changeling before. He has no idea what that is.
I'm sorry, who?
Lorelai and
what is Chuck? He's a goblin.
Yes, he is a goblin. Quite fascinating. He is a. I'm speaking of Lorelai and Lorelai and Seven.
Yeah. The guy that turns into a wolf and the elf lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please tell me about them.
Well, Lorelai is an accomplished musician who makes the most wonderful music, and we have gone ahead and turned her into a international delight with Ian and I doing our new talent agency. It's Chad and Stevie.
A lovely name. I'm sure Miss Winters greatly appreciates it.
I feel like we've done work and we've made sure that this person has great reputation in all the world. And then Zevin, well, one time he ran for like 9 kilometers to get to a thing, and like he never helped out in this one fight. And then like him and I have become close since then. I one time he carried him out of a woods, and he keeps introducing me to all these new animals, but then like when he's there, the animals are gone, and but he's a sick dude to drink with.
So good. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I will never live down that full run, the whole combat.
No, never.
The worst part is it's actually my fault because I should have doubled Pickaxe's movement speed. That would have fixed the combat, but I didn't know what I was.
You have given me a gift.
I just love that the wizard chose Chad, who is simultaneously the best person because he'll tell him whatever, but also the worst person for information because he'll tell him whatever.
Whatever. It's perfect.
And then like yeah, so we're good friends now. Like he got us like in trouble on the boat recently, but other than that, like I had a great time. I was singing with the crew.
Yes, the trouble on the boat led to your confrontation with his father, did it not?
Yes, I believe. Yes, this is entirely his fault, not mine in any way, shape, or form.
I wasn't merely stating facts, my dear boy, not.
And the fact is, not my fault. You're totally right.
Ah, I see. Yes. Well, you also travel with a goblin cleric, a squire of the Order of the Gauntlet.
My man Chuck. Didn't like him at first, not gonna lie. Goblin. Terribly smells. But then he took a bath one day, and his hair was beautifully puffy, and I was like, this guy can hang.
And he seems to be very much breaking the mold that his heritage holds him to.
Yeah, this guy, like, for weeks, or I mean days, madam. Yeah, days. It was like, I need a tattoo. I need a tattoo. I need a tattoo. And I'm like, do clerics get tattoos? He's like, this guy does. And I'm like, man, super cool. I would join his Christian group. And then he got a tattoo, which is like all week. I got one before him because I was like, I can do this. But he's like, no, I want to have a really cool tattoo. So I'm like, he's really dedicated to like making sure everything is perfect.
I see. And the small sorceress that you travel with from Waterdeep.
Stevie?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Stevie's like the coolest person ever. Like when Stevie and I like hang out, all life is great.
she is new to having allies this close.
I mean, you would never know, because like I know if like I turn around, Stevie's right there, and like always got my back. Will like fire a missile. I feel like a catapult sometimes. Like she stands on my shoulder while we're in combat. It's like bam, 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 bam. Or like super sick. And then like got the sea monkey. Sea monkey's totally cool.
A fine beast, that is to be sure.
Yeah, sea monkey's the best. Can carry me. Not a lot of animals can.
She has done well to outfit him as well. That bridle and bit set, fine pieces of equipment.
Oh yeah, like this guy was like, "Hey, your horse is so cool," and where were we? We were in Tribor, yeah, Tribor, and like he is like, "You deliver the stuff for us, you get this stuff," and then it was super fun. And then we found like this metal shit there. It was so sick.
And where are you and your friends heading now?
Well, Lorla doesn't tell me a lot of things, but I know we're heading north. Because I believe a sky person told us to head north to well, we gotta save the world.
Ah, saving the world.
Well, yeah, we gotta save the world, you know. Apparently we are the heroes of our own story, so...
And how did you come about this information? You say a sky person told you?
Well, yeah, like a huge, gigantic... well, I think that's the word. We were working on this. Giant, told us, and he had like gigantic fruits and vegetables inside, and I sat on his beanbag chair, and he has these kitties that fly, but people are like, those are kitties, Chad. These are griffins, and I was like, they're cats to me, and I was petting them, and then like they look like my tiny cat. Where are my tiny cats?
I figured that they would prefer higher perch. And you see some of the trees and things like have kind of leaned over, and Rilix and Sable are both curled up in a sunbeam on a branch.
Those are my babies. Love them so much. Lorelai wants to steal Sable, and I'm allowing Lorelai to cuddle Sable whenever they want. They can. But those are my babies. Would murder for them.
Ah, understandable. And this sky person told you that you are saving the world.
Well, he said, we are going to save the world. But I took it as, I have to save the world. Big burden on my shoulders. But, you know, somebody's got to do it.
Ah, I see. Well, I must say, Chad, P-Opt Collar,
That's me.
you do not disappoint. I am glad that we ran into each other.
Oh, thank you. Now, I believe you were going to tell me about my family.
Yes. I am only able to do this twice per day. And he reaches into his robe and he produces a orb. It's about like, palm size. He whispers a word to it and it starts floating into the air. This is an orb of scrying. I am able to scry on one individual at a time. I can do this twice per day. I do not see any need to do this later today, so you may have both of my views. Now, I will warn you. The individual that is being scryed upon may have the ability to resist the intrusion. Additionally, going across planes is rather difficult. There is a chance of failure. So please bear that in mind.
Okay. So wait, I get two today?
Two possible scries.
Okay, so Chad goes,
Oh my god, I could probably see the village. But there is somebody I kind of want to see more.
And then he looks at it and goes,
Show me Ellie.
All right. Remind me, Ellie was last left in back home at the village, or was she like
Ellie,
in the
we
hills?
would have been out in our adventure at that time.
Okay.
If it helps you, I have her character sheet up.
Okay.
And he's just staring at this orb.
You see as the orb starts to shift colors. It goes black. You see stars as they begin to kind of move and rush past, as if you're peering in through somewhere else, trying to break through the astral barrier to another plane of existence. Chad, I need you to roll a D100.
Okay.
You're looking for a 40 or higher.
Oh. 40. Like exactly 40.
Oh man. Oh man.
Like, could not.
You just like cutting that shit close, eh?
Oh my god.
Holy
I was like,
crap.
everything sunk, and then I was like, oh, we're good.
Oh man. All right. Chad, you see as the image flickers and almost fades away before it seems to break through. You see below a large forested area underneath a sky of twilight. You immediately recognize the sky. It's back home. But you don't recognize the forest or the jungle. You see Ellie sat there by a campfire, just keeping an eye out. She leans over to a pack and kind of opens up a little leather compartment. There's a portrait of the two of you. She reaches down and pulls out a scroll, just starts looking over it again. And just looks up into the night. You can it's almost like she's looking at the sensor. Almost like she's looking at you, Chad.
My forehead is fully against this orb.
Ellie, what's up?
She would also kind of almost unconsciously be singing the tree song.
You know Chad's singing it right back.
I know. There you go.
If you have
Just
Ellie's
waiting.
character sheet pulled up, Ellie, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
I did. Hers was 14.
14? Oh.
I know.
Against Kipper Harple? Of course not. Yeah,
Honestly, I think it's good. I don't know if she'd want to succeed right now.
that was a failure. Kipper will say, she will not know where it is coming from, but if you wish, we can make her aware that she is being watched.
And then Chad just looks over top of the orb for a second and goes,
Oh, nothing. I wish harder for her to know I can see her.
and then he goes back and puts his face on it.
She will not know it is you, but he just kind of gives a little bit of a wave. And Ellie, as you're sitting at that campfire, deep in the Feywild, some jungle not too far from the Gloom Hollow, the court of the Unseelie, you see a little orb just slightly phase into existence, just about 30 feet above you, just on the other side of the fire. It's almost translucent, not you can immediately tell it's not really there.
If it's showing itself, I don't think she'd think it was a threat. But if she doesn't know exactly where it's coming from, she'd just kind of watch it and still unconsciously murmuring the tree song.
For another minute or so, it sits there, and then it just fades out of existence. Chad, as you're sat there with Kipper, eventually the image fades, fading back to black, and then the crystal clear of the orb again.
Chad sits there for an extra minute with the black screen, thinking he can still see it, but he goes, "Oh,
Someone important to you.
One would say the most important."
And then he goes,
So I got one more. I can look for one more thing.
Yes, one more person.
and then he goes,
Show me my brother.
His name, please.
Thaddeus Optcollar.
Let us see if we can find him. Please roll.
I mean, I've been trying to find him for a while, but you know.
Please roll another D100.
Oh, 66.
66. Okay. Okay. You see the same stars rushing past. I see you. I see you, kitty. You see the same stars rushing past. That same barrier being broken. You see the same twilight sky. The vision continues down through the forest, a familiar forest, though you go past burnt trees that have fallen, barren land. A single living tree in the first probably 30 or 50 feet around it. Everything else kind of scorched, like this is as far as the edge of the flames got, but somehow this tree was spared in that little kind of no man's land. You see, curled up at the base of the tree, a massive brown bear with a little hat and like tunic, just curled up at the base of the tree, and in the hollow, about 30 or 40 feet up, a small little door. The vision passes through the door, and you see your brother just sat there, staring into a fire that desperately needs fed. Just kind of rocking back and forth on his bed.
He looks so angry.
Did something happen between the two of you?
Well, last time I talked to Thaddeus, Thad as I like to call him, he hates it because Chad, he's younger, I think. I don't know. Anywho, he blamed me for not being there to stop what happened. And that's when I left. And I haven't been back since. But the tree, I don't know. The tree wasn't like that when I left it.
A great many trees were not like that when you left it. And believe me, my dear boy, from what I have heard, there was nothing that you could have done to stop what happened.
I'm aware. I was out just collecting wood. We were going to build a whole new shed so I can actually sleep out of the rain, but by the time I got back, everything was gone. And he told me I should have been there. I could have saved Mom, Dad, but from what I could tell, there was just a flash and they were gone.
Whatever it was, a powerful magical artifact, a spell of great power. You are such a needy cat. Or perhaps a curse. Whatever it was, it reacted intensely with the inherent magical nature of the Feywild. Being from there, you are aware it is just in the air. It's not bound into a weave like it is here on the material plane. It is much more free and chaotic.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, reacted very dangerously.
I wonder what he's doing now. And what is this bear?
I don't know.
Like squinting directly into it.
I am unaware. I am merely seeking out the individual based upon your request. The image begins to fade to black, then to clear again.
I give it back.
He pockets it back into his large cloak. I thank you very much for sharing this information with me and having a drink.
Thank you for the drink. It felt like it never got empty.
It didn't.
Sick. So sick.
Well, I am able to offer a small bit of assistance to you and your friends. Should you be coming through Longsaddle again, or if you wish to leave Longsaddle to somewhere else, I have the means of teleporting you once per day. You will have to come to me to be teleported, but I can get you just about anywhere that you wish, with a minimal bit of risk involved, if I am unfamiliar with the place.
Well, I'm going to let everyone know this is tremendous.
Yes. If you decide to take me up on that, the entrance of the fence is actually 30 feet to the north of where it looks.
I'm going to need you to either write a note and pin that on me, or I'm going to need Lorelei to know this.
Your friend Lorelei, do you know if she knows any magical communication abilities?
She does this thing where she, touches her head and, somebody responds.
Just have her send me a message or a sending.
Send you a message of sending. Okay.
Perfect.
I will. Chad goes to and he goes, "Oh yeah, I can't write. Never mind, I'll remember."
I hope so. Well, I apologize that is all I can offer you, but I am bound by similar standards as your cloud friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you've given me everything I've needed and more. I feel like a great sadness has left me, but there's a bigger one. There's a bigger, because she's alone, and my brother's alive, but he's emo now. You've made me very confused emotionally.
I am very well aware that family tends to do that to an individual. My older brother is now a leader of a werewolf pact that roams the outskirts of Longsaddle. My uncle has been missing in some astral plane for almost 5 decades now. we Harples tend to get ourselves in just as much trouble as we don't. So I understand, family.
Awesome. We could hang out more, like you're a super dupe dude. Hold on, you are a super. Oh, words. You are a super dope dude. There we go, nailed it.
Awesome. you really got there eventually. Well, I shall return you to your duties of advertisement. But if your friends wish to seek me out, again, have Lorelai send me a message.
Right, well, gotta get back to. Wait a minute. So, how do I get out of here again?
Like this! He snaps his finger again, and poof! You just kind of drop only an inch off the ground as you appear right where you left off, both cats, and land on your shoulders.
That was awesome. Immediately forgets what he was doing and runs back to the end.
Okay.
Full sprint.
Lorelai, Zevin, and Chuck, you guys have you had two inns to the side. One looked a bit more rough and tumble. As you were watching it, you guys watched a Minotaur throw somebody out of it. I said no fighting! And then he turns around and has to turn his head sideways to, he's like a big longhorn type of bull. He has a black fur with a white stripe down the middle of his nose and a little white patch on his chest. He doesn't wear a shirt, but he wears a bartender's apron and a very parachute-esque kind of pants. And then on the other side is what is clearly somebody's estate that they have turned into kind of like a bed and breakfast, and it has a super homey vibe to it, and you can smell the delicious baked goods that are just being prepared in the kitchen around the back. So you guys can decide which one you would go to. Another point, because I had left on this as well, you do see a bunch of wanted posters for Warvel the Weevil. That brigand who you've kind of heard about. I think Dars in Tribor told you about it, the janitor of the campgrounds. The wanted poster says, "Let justice be done. The Marchion of Mirabar hereby offers 5,000 gold pieces for the capture of the brigand Warvel Forkbeard, known from Luskan to Mirabar as the Weevil. Last seen around the mines of Mirabar, the Weevil is wanted for theft and murder. He is armed and dangerous. Deliver him to the Axe of Mirabar to receive payment." So.
It's on the way.
It is on the way.
It is on the way.
We've been spending a lot of money.
Allow me to move the map so everyone can see that.
I can see
Yeah,
there.
It is on the way. I'm assuming the poster is a little bit higher than me, and so I kind of jump for it and grab the poster and just kind of roll it up and throw it in the backpack.
Okay.
Well,
I figure that's a no-brainer.
Yes, unfortunately, our funds are quite low.
That's so we're looking for an inn then, and so we have our choice between the fun one and the delicious one.
surprisingly enough, the fun one actually looks safer. I have a funny feeling that Minotaur is well known for its, temper. So I would,
Yeah,
I would
as long
think
as
that
you
we'd
don't
probably
mess
be
with the
safest
bull, you
there.
won't get the horns.
God.
I'm sure the Pheasants will take great pleasure in causing some chaos for them as well.
Yeah. Also, maybe we can. The nice thing about bars like that is if you're eavesdropping, sometimes you can get more information as well.
Quite true. Alright, fun charges.
I love it. As you guys walk in, You see the Minotaurs like squat down, like in like a hard squat position behind the bar, and there's some individuals over to the side, kind of gambling with a dice game. You see some others who are in some booths, kind of just looking and like very much trying to not draw a lot of attention. The Minotaur sees you all. Ah! Welcome to the Horn and Hoof. What can I get you? Oh, a pretty lady and kind of pretty man and a goblin. There's a joke here somewhere.
I'm sure this
I
guy
agree. I agree. I've been saying that the whole time.
Well, what can I get you, travelers?
We were hoping for a couple of rooms, and curious if you have an open mic night of some kind?
Oh, we usually don't get a whole lot of individuals interested in the music. Smitty over there does a pretty good job, and you see this like really old prospector type of individual. He's got like a leather biker hat on, but you can tell it's a skullet underneath that goes down to about his shoulders. Super duper greasy. He's got a real thin white mustache that kind of comes down, a beard that matches it, and he's just like currently resting beside one of those old timey pianos. Like this very much has like a Western saloon type of vibe to it, as he's just kind of sitting there, you know, with a little tip jar, just kind of waiting, maybe taking a break for right now, as individuals are kind of talking around.
Well, should you permit it, I'd love to perform, if that's alright.
Oh yeah, go talk with
This, sir, is Lorelei Winters. And I'm sure you've heard of her.
He like
Now that you're rolling dice, not so sure.
he looks at you, Chuck, still a little confused about the whole goblin situation, and then like you say, then the name like hits him again. No shit, you are Lorelei Winters.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, well, you wanna?
If she performs, we get 10%, and then she gets 10%.
You want to play here?
Yeah, we have a tendency to perform everywhere that we kind of bed down for the night, and honestly, your establishment looked quite fun.
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's a lot of fun. Lorelei Winter's gonna be, hey, you! And he like reaches over to one of the other bar patrons and like picks him up. Go out and tell everybody. And he like tosses him. The guy.
Beneath those hands, we assist you. I'm sure our other party members are already working on that.
The guy like
We're finally
crashes and like lands and like, oh, God, glad you were better as a human. I said go, tell him. And the guy like, oh, and like takes off running. The bartender's like, oh, Lorelei Winters here in the Horn and Hoof. Who would have thought? I'm gonna go tell Smitty. And you see, as he gets to the edge of the bar, he picks up the bar and moves it. Like patrons have to like, whoa, as he then puts it back into position, and then like having to like duck and dodge the hanging chandeliers from his. This guy's like 15 foot tall. Like he is huge. He like crouches under and starts talking to Schmitty, who just like gets up and waddles over to you, Lorelei. Oh, you are Lorelei Winters, aren't you?
That's correct. Hello.
Oh, Schmitty, good to meet you. He like shakes your hand. It's real sweaty and clammy. Be happy to accompany you on the piano. I've been playing for my whole life.
Sure, that sounds splendid.
Oh, we're gonna get to perform with the Lorelei Winters. Oh, this is a great day. He like gets over and you see he like lifts up the piano and like starts tuning it and starts preparing and getting things ready.
We would still like to take a couple of rooms if that's all right.
Oh, no, of course. Let Let me see. He like has to move the bar again to get behind it, and reaches back and grabs his logbook or guest book. He opens it up. Oh. Hey, you! He grabs another one of the individuals. The top floor rooms, clean them out. But somebody's staying in there. I don't care. And he throws the guy. Like, what the fuck?
That's really all right. We're fine with just a standard room.
You sure?
Definitely.
Goblins, I don't know if you
appreciate
noticed,
everything.
Goblins don't take up a lot of room.
And he's like,
And
hey,
half
you!
the time
The
is like looking to sleep outside.
guy's like running up the stairs. Like, hey, you! So he stops. Never mind. What? Okay. And he just like slowly drops back down. You notice now many of the people in the place are now all watching you all as this is transpiring.
Please, I appreciate all your efforts, but it's really unnecessary. We're just some passing through adventurers.
All right. You say so. All right, well, this is a standard room is just 10 silver pieces. Should be enough
Easy.
to fit all of you. Yeah, don't. All right, thank you. Drinks, what are you all drinking? We have some food, but it's, admittedly, it's not as good as next door. But, some stew.
That sounds wonderful.
Wait, what sort of stew?
Rabbit.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good for you. You need it.
Yeah, all right. I'm in.
We'll take some
I'll
stew and
a round of beer.
5 beers, please.
Okay.
Let's just say the rabbit will help counteract the beer you're about to drink.
Chad will be here soon, so,
More
That's why I
beer.
got 5. Okay, 6.
Six beers. All right.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. A gold piece should cover that all. He kind of moves the moves the bar again and disappears. He has to like duck and get in through that door. It's very strange. This place very clearly wasn't made for a minotaur.
Shocking.
Yeah. I think while that's happening, and you guys going to be doing anything, you guys have probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes before Chad and Stevie get back.
Chuck is going to just blatantly pull out this poster and ask around.
Oh.
He's really not going to be subtle about it. He's feeling pretty cocky. That's
Okay.
after the introduction and everybody knows who we are. And absolutely.
As he's doing that, I'm going to connect my mind with each person he's talking to and see if any surface thoughts pop up that they don't share.
Oh, okay. Okay. Chuck, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No.
Well, no, straight roll.
Don't change your mind because
No.
I have emotions about it.
No, straight roll because you're of who you came in with. Like, because you guys made a big deal about what
That's
was
a
happening.
dirty 20.
Okay. Lorelai, make an insight check.
Ooh.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Oh, yeah! Go 18.
Good. Okay, give me a second. What are their names? You guys begin, Chuck, you begin kind of going around asking some individuals. Most people are hesitant to interact with you, but then kind of realize that you're with Lorelai and start, actually talking to you and engaging. Like, you find it's a lot of locals. Like, oh, I've no idea. Never seen anybody like that. They haven't passed through town. That kind of thing. Oh, he seems really scary. Are you going after him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go take him out one by one limb at a time.
Oh, But the poster seems to imply that Mirabar wants him alive. Probably pay less if he's dead.
They never said in One Piece.
They like sink back a little bit, and then that conversation ends. We're like, oh, okay.
Too much vinegar. Too much
You got to
vinegar.
read the fine print on these things. I think it was on the back.
You walk up to one of the couple individuals that are very clearly trying to keep their heads down. A smaller individual, either halfling or gnome, maybe even a goblin. They're keeping themselves pretty well covered up. The other individual is much larger. Maybe human, half elf, elf. It's hard to tell. Again, keeping their cloaks up.
As I walk up to them, before I walk out of them, I'm gonna cast a little bit of guidance on myself. I don't know what I'm gonna need it for, but always nice to have an ace up the sleeve.
Sure. As you walk up, you hear a feminine voice come from the smaller figure. Clear off, goblin. Don't have anything for you.
What do you mean? I'm not asking for anything. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you something. And I order a round of beers for us.
The larger individual, like, oh, thanks, and he like pulls his hood back, and the halfling or the woman, Horace, what the fuck are you doing? You wanted to drink. You fucking idiots. We were doing so good. We don't have, and she turns and looks at you now, and you see a halfling woman, a button nose, a mess of red hair underneath of her cloak. She's not unattractive, but her face does bear several like fencing scars, on her like forehead and cheek. She looks. We thank you for your kindness, but again, we don't have anything for you.
Oh, but I'm just trying to make friends here with Horace. And I go up to Horace and I go, Horace, how was your day?
Long.
Long? Why so long?
Walking so long. We just got here. Horace.
From where?
Oh no, big place with big walls. Zarturn's Keep. No, Boris, shut the fuck up!
You mean Zentharl's Keep?
Yes, we just came from there. Heading north. Or sorry, heading south, rather.
We're actually heading in that direction. Is there anything we need to watch out for?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Trouble.
We were looking for trouble on Xanthar's Keep as well. We didn't find it.
I see that. What sort of trouble did you find?
We didn't. We were looking for a particular type of trouble. Lorelei, as you're peering into this individual's mind, as you were kind of like watching Chuck interact with them, you couldn't quite decide which one to pick, and then as soon as the one opened his mouth, you're like, the other one. But from the woman, you hear, what does this goblin want? He after the bounty too? We were looking for someone. Lots of people looking for the someone. As you, she points to the paper in your hand.
So, what did this guy do?
Highwayman. Leader of a pretty infamous group. They, hit caravans and such all up and down the Sword Coast and the Long Road. The group had been decimated a handful of times. The leader, Warvel, always seemed to weasel his way out. Then he'd resurface 6 months, a year later. New group. Learned his lesson. It's only recently that his latest group has been destroyed. Now, not too many folk too keen on joining up with him. List of failures and that. A lot of folks want him, though. Pay a pretty penny for him.
I can see there's a pretty penny for him.
You heading to Xanthal's Keep?
And a little further.
You got information?
What sort of information you looking for?
Where Warvel Forkbeard might be found, perhaps? Maybe we can work together. Split the pot.
Maybe. I have to admit, didn't think this conversation would go very far.
Well,
I love that we know nothing. We're bargaining with nothing.
you rolled pretty high on your persuasion, so...
I did, and now I'm a little underprepared. I want to introduce you to Lorelei Winters.
Before they head over, I'm remembering what is going on.
As I kind of like wave her over and everything, I go,
Pass that buck.
we believe in a democracy, and whatever Lorelei says goes.
Oh my god. So... so I rolled history checks for them. I gave them disadvantage because they've been off doing stuff.
Right.
She rolled a 4.
Perfect.
The guy rolled a 19 and a 17.
Perfect.
So she's like, who's Lorelei? And then he cuts her off. Lorelei Winters! And he stands up. Take me, please! Take me! He like picks you up. Take me, goblin friend! And she's like,
This guy's meeting Taylor Swift.
Who the fuck are you?
Goblins don't like to be picked up because the next step is being thrown, you ass!
He drops you. Horace, where are you going?
Okay.
Where's Lorelei?
She's coming. Just be cool.
Okay. He like sits back down at the table and he's just like vibrating the chair.
I take a sip of my drink and be like, 7, I'll be right back. And I'll walk over.
Okay. He's just like and sitting down, Lorelei. This guy's pretty tall. Like he's almost looking straight at you, but you could tell he just feels like he's tiny, infinitesimal, and he just goes, ah! It just makes the most pathetic little whine, and the halfling is just staring at him like, what did you do to my friend? Norma,
That's the power of Lorelei Winters.
Norma, this is Lorelei Winters. Hi.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Lorelei. You're Norman. Your hair. I'm.
You're doing great, Sadie.
He's still shaking her hand.
Yeah.
I'm Horace.
Hello, Horace. Might I have my hand back, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
She's famous. How do you even know that? I talked to my wizard friend. What wizard friend? The one here and we walked into town. What are you talking about, you big dope?
What are you talking about?
the wizard with the starry robes and hat. I have no idea.
What's his name? What wizard?
Nipper? Nipple?
The wizard's name is
Harko.
Nipple?
Nipple Harko.
All right, Nipple Honko.
The halfling woman's just like, I'm sorry. He's always like this. He got kicked in the head by one of our pack mules a long time ago. I just been kind of watching over him ever since. He's really good at hitting stuff. Yeah, I bonk real good.
I feel like he's just given us an anagram we can't figure out.
The halfling woman. All right, are you done? You done? Okay. We're talking about working together, going after Forkbeard together, or do you all need a moment to talk? That's what your little goblin friend. But apparently, it's a democracy.
She'll roll her eyes. Well, that depends. I mean, not to offend or anything, but we're quite capable of our own. What exactly would you be bringing to the table?
We've been to Xanthar's Keep before. We can show you around. Maybe you'll pick up on something that we missed.
Not a bad idea. Well, while he believes it's a democracy, his interpretation of the word is quite inaccurate. So I would prefer if we wait for our other party members to arrive before we make the decision, although I think you and Chad will get along quite well.
Oh, who's Chad?
Oh, he's a lovely, large man who is also quite good at hitting things.
At about this time, probably, Chad and Stevie, you guys meet right at the door. Stevie, you see Chad moving with a purpose and just open up the door with you coming in behind him.
Scan. See Lorelei.
Yep. You, as Chad comes barreling in, you see his horse stands up and reaches under the table to pick up a club.
Darling.
No. He's a friend.
Oh,
he's the other guy who likes to hit things.
Hi, I'm Horace.
I'm Chad.
Oh my God.
Okay, guys.
This is gonna be a roundabout conversation.
This is gonna be wild.
Hold on. Something. If I don't remember, I'm gonna forget. Lorelei. I met a wizard dude in blue starry things. Got a story hat on. No, it's like Kipper Soft Harpoon. No. It's Kipper Harper.
We know who that is?
I met him too. Yeah, I think Lorelei rolled a history check, and so did Zevin when you guys first got here. Only the two of them rolled high enough to know the name. Lorelei, you've heard stories about them. They are a goodly wizard family who are often pushing the limits of magic and getting themselves into a lot of trouble. They often cause as much harm as they fix, just with how chaotic things go. There's a particular goofy bard song of one of them being turned into the family dog for a number of years, and then when he was changed back, came back with lycanthropy and is now a werewolf and has a werewolf pack that protects Longsaddle. You've heard of another one who has combined the best quote unquote parts of different animals and made them into one. One Harkle Harple, who bred a horse with a toad, getting a puddle jumper is what he called him, and he was a great mount in battle. And they've just done all kinds of crazy stuff, but there's always some type of backfire to them normally. Zevin, you knew them from just like there's definitely a dossier on the Harples, and they are considered extremely dangerous to the Grove. But like to the point where like they should be avoided, not eliminated. Just don't interact with them; they are dangerous.
You met a Harple?
Yeah, he's like blue
How
robes.
on earth did that happen?
Well, let's see. What I remember is I was walking around promoting you like we do because we're a great talent agency. Stevie went one way, I went the other way. We were going to meet up in the middle. And then this like little dude appeared in one way, and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Yo!" And then he like touched me, and then I went to like this place where there's a gigantic flower, and hey, do the thing.
I'll do the thing.
For those of us uninitiated with the thing, I have no idea what the thing is, and we're all learning at the same time. So this is like all unspoken at this point. I'm just watching you two like Vulcan mind meld.
Correct, yeah. That's beautiful.
Right.
What did you want?
I just wanted to talk about us.
In what regard?
Just want to know how cool my party was. And that he super hates your dad.
Oh, wonderful. I think? I'm not sure. Wait, which dad?
Okay.
Wait,
Like-
do I even know that I have a different dad? Yeah, I do. That's why I left.
Yeah.
Well.
Which
Wow.
father?
Zenon!
If he has problems with my father, it means he's had issues. You should be questioning everything that he asks you, because there must be an ulterior motive.
Oh,
What do you think of the character of this man?
Oh, dude, super cool. Gave me a never-ending drink of beer, and we were just chilling and hanging out.
Perfect.
Whoa. You finally
Yes.
said something interesting, and you brushed right over it. Tell me more about the never-ending beer. Do you still got it?
No. He had to take it back. It's his. But what it is he gave me a cup like this big,
It was.
Oh my
real
God.
big. It was a real big.
and it was
cup.
like this big. You know what I'm talking about? Never-ending beer.
Yeah. I had ale, but it was real big. Yeah.
And what did he seek from you, Horace?
Wanted to know what we were doing here. The halfling one. What?
I wonder if this is like some sort of screening process.
And then he showed me my brother, which he's very angry and sad, and I want to help him and give him a hug. And then he showed me Ellie, and I held the thing he had in front of my face for a few minutes because I was like all misty-eyed and I'm tough as nails, and I didn't want him to know. And then he told me if we needed him, you can message him, and I needed to remember the name, and I ran to you because we're a democracy, and I needed you to know all the information.
Oh, Lorelai!
Well.
I start pushing on Lorelai. Lorelai, ask him if we can have one of the beer.
My
What?
goodness gracious.
It's a never-ending beer. How much money we're gonna save?
Okay,
That's savings in
darlings.
the bank.
Okay, darlings.
We could pour it out
We need
into
to
other
prioritize.
glasses. We just need one.
God. I don't know.
This man's a thinker. This man is a thinker.
How much gold we've spent tonight just getting into this conversation? We could save that in our pockets.
We also can't afford for our cleric to be drunk 24 hours a day.
Oh, correct.
That's why I have lesser restoration.
Because that's why.
What's wrong with the cleric doing downers and uppers at the same time? I don't see the problem.
So many problems, darling. So many.
Hey, should we put a
We're
vote to
getting
it?
quite off topic. So, Mr. Hopple, Mr. Hopple said he just wants me to message him.
So, okay. Apparently, if we are here and we need him, he can teleport us anywhere we want to go. If he doesn't know the place, it might be a little as he described it. And then if we want to use this gift, then you just have to message him.
Alright, so then that leads us to a priority question. Do we want to go to the Eye of the Allfather now, or are we still seeking to find this Weevil Man?
I think this is a really good point. Okay, everybody, let's go around. We'll share our opinions. Lorelai, you go first.
I will not go first. I know this trick.
Then, Lorelai, who would you like to go first with their opinion?
And what's the Eye of the Allfather?
It's, honestly, we're not quite sure. It's just somewhere we've been tasked to go.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
Stevie, what are you?
other
what are your
missions do we
thoughts?
have?
Stevie.
Well, that's
What
the
other
only one that
missions
was
do we
on the
have?
way.
Because we've got Xanathar's Keep squared, and we got Mirror Bar circled.
Mirabar is a teleportation circle,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but
Uh,
Xanathar's
okay,
Keep
perfect.
requires us to take him to Mirabar.
Correct. He has to be delivered to
So,
Xanthar. Or sorry, to Mirabar, rather.
to
You
Mirabar.
believe,
So,
you believe that the information that you have is he was seen in Xanthar's Keep.
yeah. So, talking to players, we could still do Xanathar's Keep to Mirabar and then summon the wizard in Mirabar to go to the Allfather.
He
Because
can
that's a
only
lot of travel through mountain.
he can only teleport once per day, so you would have to go to him to be teleported.
Oh, I see.
But he doesn't have the same limitations of the teleportation circles that you have access to. So like if you wanted to go to to the Eye of the Allfather, he can try to teleport you there. There's risk, the same risk that is associated with the teleport spell, where you don't know the location and everything. So somebody will be rolling to see how that goes. But you could instantly get there if you wanted.
Chad's in a full squat listening to Stevie to see what they say.
Chad,
Heads or tails? Hold on.
We got it right here for you.
Roll a d4.
Oh, okay.
I'm so in with this. Absolutely. All
Oh, go ahead.
Oh wait, we have to decide what's
You
what.
guys have just discovered that Chuck is a gambling man. Absolutely. All right.
Okay. What's what? Odds are. What are the choices? So our choices are Allfather, Allfather,
or this
Or-
mission in Xanathar's.
or Xanthar. Okay.
Let's put it in Stevie and Chad's way. Shiny gold for a person. Arduous travel and fighting.
Okay. So
I will also,
odds is.
I will
Oh,
also
sorry.
add this as well. Side quest, main story quest. Like Eye of the Allfather is like story progression, we're gonna start into like you'll get many more things to do, progressing the story. Whereas the Xanthal's Keep is a side mission. So
Side mission with money.
yeah, for sure.
And also putting a bad man away.
Yep.
Also putting bad man. Okay.
It is gonna be like both are gonna be there will be challenges to both. You're gonna have to try to keep him alive from Xanthal's Keep to Mirabar. That's at least 2 days of travel. You don't expect that he will go quietly. So, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. Just
And we have two extra people to worry about.
the characters would have this contextual information.
Yeah.
And players should have the extra bits that of the story and stuff.
Okay. So even is what's it called? The man with money.
Okay.
And then odds is the other thing.
Okay.
Okay. Even
Man
is
with
a
money.
4.
Money.
Man with
Man
money.
with money.
Okay.
That's
So
what
That's
about money.
Well, that's
Let
what
justice
I think.
prevail.
And then I look at Lorelai and be like,
Okay.
Lorelai, who would you like to go next?
I think we decided, wasn't that the whole point of
I thought we were going around in a circle.
Alright, Chad, what would you like to do?
I like Stevie's idea.
Stack, I assume you're in agreement?
Oh, what do you mean?
Would you like to use the wizard to get to the Eye of the Allfather, or shall we pursue this man?
Why are you asking me?
Because I'm asking
This is a
everyone's
democracy.
opinion. Correct. That's why I'm asking everyone's opinion.
I don't get it.
Pretend you're Lorelai. What would you do?
Oh, I would. I don't know. Well, okay. Jokes aside, jokes out of the room for a second.
Bye, jokes.
I can't let this guy go.
Understood.
Also, there's
Okay.
like a fuck ton of money.
Correct.
Chad, this wizard, you say he's cool and all that stuff. You said he
Superhero.
mentioned our father.
Yeah, hates him.
In what context?
He's like, Chad, what do you think of your father? And I said, I hate this guy more than a lot of things. And then he goes, and I said I would like it if, him and I got into a hand-to-hand combat so that he was stronger and I would murder the shit out of your dad. And he said, well, what if one day your dad just disappeared? And then I was like, I don't know what you mean.
Did you bring up the subject of him, or did he?
Well, he brought him up. He said we recently ran into him on a road.
And he was aware of it and brought it up. And he knows our relations to him.
Yeah, he was asking questions that I didn't even know he knew. Like he knew about you two.
Did he specifically say why he didn't like him?
No, never really came up. More along the lines of he should be gone.
Lorelai. Something we should keep in mind. I don't know if he seems friendly enough, but we should also keep in mind that he might be looking to use us against Father.
From what I gathered from Chuck's memories, it sounds like that is a good thing.
A good thing?
Well, at least from Chuck's perspective, our father sucks.
Oh yeah, big asshole.
I think that's the whole thing we can agree on. Your father kind of sucks.
Yeah, he really did.
Agreed. Only reason why I was bringing it up is because we are trying to distance ourselves from it as much as we can. Right?
He didn't tell me to go after your dad. I just said if I see your dad, I'd kill him. So.
Yeah.
Well, if you have these questions, I can send a message to him. He did say all I required was I sent him a message.
That is the big thing. Let's just saying, just bringing my thoughts to the forefront so that you're prepared for anything.
He also asked me about how cool you are. I said you're one of the coolest people. You have great legs. You're a good runner. And then, you know.
All right. Well, so I would say the plan is to go after this mercenary of some sort, whatever he was.
Correct. Chad, would you mind adding our table to Horace and his friends, and we can discuss the pursuance of Warval?
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Chad. And he like walks over and like trying to seem like he's stronger than Chad, he's going to pick up one of the tables and try to move it.
Chad just grabs it by the corner and just slams it against the other table.
Make an athletics check, Chad.
Jesus, we're gonna destroy some tables.
Okay, hold on. What's 18 plus 7? That's 25.
Oh, shit.
Okay. There's he's like sliding it and it's like you just like one hand grab it just out of his hands even. He's like and the kind of pouts a little bit and sits down beside the halfling.
No.
Horace. This is Chad. This is Horace. We can get you there. All you have to do is follow Chad's rigorous workout routine.
Rigorous workout routine?
Yeah, rigor mortis workout routine. So all we have to do is lift about 1,000 pounds of trees every week.
Oh man. I'll start cutting down trees as we're traveling and just picking them up and stuff.
Smart.
I'm gonna be just as strong as you, Chad.
You could be stronger, and I believe in you.
Oh.
If for $14.95 a month, you can get my DVD.
And
Stevie.
then Stevie's like behind.
Prestidigitating everything.
Chad's workout routine. It's just Chad in a sweatband.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Laura like events music like this is the bass going.
Truck, seeing as this was your idea, you got this.
This?
You. He's got you. And him. And yeah. You're looking over on our travels. He's gonna be looking over that.
Oh, I see.
Well, you're Lorelei Winters. You said your name's Chuck. You're Chad. I don't know the little one. Who are you?
Stevie.
Okay. And what about you, tall, dark, and broody?
My name's Chad.
Chad wasn't talking about you.
Oh, right.
You already got to me. I'm Chuck.
She shoots Lorelei one or two glances of like sympathy, like I understand, like same girl, same. Your name?
My name is Zevin. I put up my hand. Pleasure to meet you.
Reaches out to shake it and just gives a quick like 1-2 and then pulls back, like doesn't linger on the situation long. Name's Norma. This here is Horace. Hi.
Hi, Horace.
Do not fear, Norma. We are not, how do you put it? we're not an underhanded group. If Chuck has spoken for us and has worked out a deal with you, we will honor it, as long as you do the same.
Well, the deal hasn't been made quite yet. We came over for discussions and got wildly off topic, as per usual.
I have one of those
All
too.
right.
I understand.
To be fair, they were both summoned by a quite powerful wizard, so it was
Yeah.
justified.
That's a little concerning.
I would like to say that the table has
Coincidence? I
shifted a
think
little
not.
bit. Horace is now sitting in between Chuck and Chad, and Stevie's like on a shoulder, and we're all like huddling together, and the other three are together.
All right.
Your friend says that you have information regarding the Weevil. Says that you're heading up north. We didn't notice anything
Wow.
in our travels, but perhaps process of elimination could help you out that way. Plus, Horace is pretty good at hitting things, and the Weevil is known to be quite the challenge. More hands, the better.
I
That
agree.
I do agree with.
Especially considering this chap needs to be kept alive till we reach Mirabar. Here's what I propose in regards to a deal. I think we should divide the pot by numbers. So we'll split the pot 7 ways.
5.
No, 7, because we're 5 and they're 2.
Yep.
To keep it on the fair side. I think we should utilize this wizard's abilities and get ourselves teleported to Mirabar. It'll eliminate, to Xanthar's Keep. It'll eliminate about 4 or 5 days journey.
Then I turn to Lorelai.
But how are we supposed to cut down trees and start our workout regimen?
We'll have 2 days to do that between Xanthar's Keep and Mirabar.
But how do we know he's there and not in between it?
We don't. We are going.
He'll need
we are
your
going
guidance.
on
Also, we should probably ask Harsh.
We'll make sure that Harshnag's aware to meet us in Xanthar's Keep.
Who?
Okay.
There's another one of you?
He's more of
I would say a
on
spiritual
the
guide.
outskirts. Yes.
Okay. Is he included in your split then?
This is not something that he'd probably wish to pursue, so I didn't include him.
No, let's be honest. If this confrontation happens within Xanthar's Keep, he won't have anything to do with it, because he won't come into in with us.
Why?
But he will be able to.
They don't have space for him. I'm so good.
I nudge Chad.
Well,
What are you not telling us?
well,
to honor our budding alliance, Harshnag is a friend. He is a frost giant.
He's not a fan of crowds.
well, it's more along the lines that, as you know, that the giants have been wreaking havoc across the land. So his attention usually brings something poor.
As Horace was like having that little discussion with like the three of you, like not paying attention, at the mention of giant, he stops. Giant? No, like giant.
For the most part, I agree with you.
No giants here, big guy. It's okay. We balk giants. I know. Well, if we see giants, we bonk them. I know. Don't like giants.
Perhaps we should tell Harsh not to help us with this one. Maybe meet us at Mirror Bar.
First off, I think you guys are fucking crazy dealing with
Go
giants.
on.
Yes.
Agreed.
If you are going to have a giant with you, we can't travel together. Big guy here won't understand. His family was absolutely killed by hill giants.
I mean, Chuck does have, or Chad does have. No, Chuck. Hold on, I have too many C's in my party.
I'm Chuck.
Chuck. Chuck does have a good Hill Giant stew recipe. I think you have.
I do. I really, really do.
I mean, that's all well and good, but it's not going to help our present situation.
I guess that
I
we're
don't
going
think
on
You
so.
alone.
understand
Either
how
way.
good this stew is.
Either way, if we're using the form of teleportation to get to Xanthos, we won't even come in contact with Harshnag between until we move to Mirabar. We can discuss this at further notion when it's time to make that stretch, if you wish. Or would you prefer not to do this deal at all if it means running into him?
I will be able to hold my shit together. I'm not going to like it. 5,000 gold pieces, even split 7 ways. It's a lot of gold.
Doesn't.
I
But
understand
he
your.
cannot be. She points to Horus and points to him so he isn't paying attention, And she's like, but he cannot see a giant around.
All right. Well, ask Harshnag to stay clear.
You gotta do.
And if Horace needs, convincing, Chad, just show him the axe.
Oh! And I pull out my. Check this shit out.
Oh, wow.
Can he even lift it?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can try, he's not he's struggling, he's not quite at your strength, but he's not too far behind. He also rolled really shitty on his athletics check. As he's holding this axe. Oh, you could chop down a lot of trees with this.
I do chop down a lot of trees with it.
Really good swinging, and it's like just like a little like somebody who has a gun and they're not being very good about the direction that they're pointing. Everybody's like, whoa, shit, and he almost chops a corner off the table.
I don't flinch.
Well, are we in agreement?
I take back
then?
the axe.
Even split.
Let's do this.
All right. I do just. For my own peace of mind, I know we probably won't hear it, but. Harshnag has saved our lives many times. We'll keep him clear, but. I need at least one of you to know that not all giants are the same. He's been an honored hero for many generations.
Well, I never heard of him, and
You've never heard of Lorelei.
Also
listen,
true.
I don't really keep up with current times.
No kidding.
I'm very mission focused. I could tell you what my last 3 targets had for breakfast this morning, but it's gruel. It's gruel.
Oh,
But-
okay, all right. Yeah, I was very curious. Thank you for answering that before it drove me
Before we
crazy.
get off topic again, hold on. Let's we'll have to wait till after the performance tonight. We did already promise the barkeep that we'd perform here.
Oh yeah, we
And then
just got
there's-
in today. We are tired. We just came from Xanthral's Keep, so
Absolutely. We'll leave first thing in the morning, and we'll use the assistance of the wizard to get to Xanthal's Keep quicker. I would like to wish our skill sets. We know that Horse is good at hitting things. What are you skilled at?
Let's say if you need a door that needs picking, need some traps disarmed. I'm good at sneaking around.
They're a rogue. They're like my family.
So you open doors then?
It's a useful skill, Chuck.
Oh no, we need a door opener in this group. That's for sure.
She just kind of glances at you, Chuck, and
I am many things. Brave, and the first one in the room is not it.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
13? Okay. She like walks over to you and just kind of like pulls out a dagger and starts like twirling it around, like being very showy about it, like not
Yeah, okay.
Like
Totally enthralled. Yeah.
And then she just like taps you on your shoulder, and she's holding your holy symbol in her hand, having been cut from your belt. And the rest of you, if you have a passive perception above a 17, you missed it.
I
Mine
mean,
is
I'm an
17.
idiot, but can I roll because of my family?
Sure. Perception check. You can get an idea of what she's doing.
So if you have it above
Not a
17,
clue.
you notice
Could
it?
not have less of a clue.
17 or above. Sorry.
Okay, all good.
Okay.
I got a 3. I was like, that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Lorelei, she
I-
was in the drawl of the dagger itself, where she hooked the thing, and it expertly just kind of like she cut the string in such a way that it took a couple like seconds for it to like completely fall out of the loop that it had been tied into, and she used that time to keep his attention and have him like move to help it along, and just expertly catches it as part of a flourish.
You see Chuck's demeanor kind of change. He goes from enthralled from the knife to concern.
She offers the.
I don't doubt your skills. Don't do that again.
Don't doubt me again.
The symbol means a lot. More than you could ever imagine.
Sure. She like pushes it into your chest. Religious people.
But that is some fine fucking skill, I can tell you that. Holy shit. Checks to make sure that he still has his money on him.
Just the most obvious.
He checks his beer.
Chuck, you start to feel a little woozy. You well, we are most likely going to retire early then. I need to rest. Lorelei's performing. I'm not going to bed just yet. All right, Horace. Don't.
This is going to hang out.
You should
Horace
see
is
her
going to
perform.
hang out.
It's gonna change your life.
It's quite fun.
Maybe I'll stick around for a couple songs. All right, well, now that we're all a big, happy family, guess we're off to see the wizard tomorrow.
I don't get it.
Don't worry, darling.
There might be flying monkeys.
Oh God.
Is this the wizard? The nipple wizard?
Yeah, nipple wizard.
Correct.
Okay.
God. Awful.
What time of day is this right now?
We'll say it's like 2 or 3 now at this point. Like it's, all of this has kind of taken a little bit of time, a lot of discussion. You guys did a run here in the morning.
All right. I'm assuming we're going to do an evening performance as per usual. So I'm going to leave for a little and try and see if we can scavenge a couple more potions.
Okay. Yeah. You make your way in uh, uh, to the Sprig and Clover apothecary. Uh, it is run by a half elven woman. Um, Long blonde hair, bright eyes. Sees you all walk in. Oh, welcome to the Spring Clover. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. I was wondering if you had any potions of healing available for sale.
Oh, I think we do have a few. Let me see. And she goes in underneath and pulls out a small little container. Running a little bit low on stocks ever since the Ivy Mansion has been sh- uh, not shut down per se, but they've been busy with other things. A flume infestation on the main mansion. Supplies have been a little low. We only have these two. One greater healing potion and one standard healing potion. The greater will be 300 gold pieces. The standard will be 100.
400 gold pieces. Wonderful. Um, could I convince you to sell me both for 300?
Make a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
She thinks, could you possibly do 325?
How about this? I'll do 310. And make sure you have entrance to our performance tonight.
Oh, you're performing here in town?
Correct. My name is Lorelei Winters. We'll be performing over at the Horn and Bull, I think.
The Horn and Hoof.
Horn and Hoof.
Horn and Hoof.
You see, as she her face crinkles up a little bit, and then, oh, Lorelei Winters.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Some of my suppliers down in Tribor have spoken of you and your friends. Lovely work that you've done, not only musically, but as a group. Lorelei's Wild Misfits, the name is certainly making its way up here.
We try and do what we can as we have fun. But does that seem amenable to you? I'll make sure you have good seats.
Oh, I believe I could maybe make a exception. 310 gold pieces, yes. Horn and Hoof is not my normal establishment here in town, but never get another chance to see Lorelei Winters, perhaps. Yes. What time are you performing?
Just after dinner, so just mid-evening?
All right. Okay. I have a few things to take care of, but I should be able to make it.
Sorry, did you say all of us were here?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear from the background,
Hey, Stevie, put this one on the list. This is VIP list. We need to make sure that they have good seats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Make a big show of like.
I love it. Stevie gives
Chad touches his ear ever so often. He's like,
Okay, all right. No autographs, everyone.
give me a performance check, Stevie. You have advantage.
Okay. Ooh, dirty 20.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh, well done.
I think you've rolled pretty high on some other promotional material that you've made for Lorelei. You're very much keeping within that theme, Stevie. Making a very distinct like VIP ticket, writing her name on it. Is there anything other special things you want to add to it?
Oh, I guess I can make it shimmer because it can be like a
Oh
just like
man, yeah, it like just shines. She like takes it like she's taking like the manna from God. Like, oh, wow, this was way more than I anticipated. Thank you.
Chad, we're gonna say, hey Stevie, do you have any of those mini portraits that we got made of Lorelai?
oh, you know what? I believe we're out, but maybe
Yeah.
we'll have some at the door.
You'll see. We'll try to get you a signed one. Thank you so very much. Can't wait
Yeah.
to see you at the show tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like check out the merch table. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Hey, that ticket, 10% off at the merch table.
You know,
I just kind of laugh a little and I put down 10 platinum and 210 gold.
she's. Oh. Thank you. She takes it and there may be a few other things that I have been working on. Stop by before you leave. Perhaps may be able to provide you with some specialty items. Kind of
Sounds
been
wonderful.
holding on to.
All right, I
I-
certainly will.
I open the door, look around.
All right. Let's go, everyone. We're moving out. We're moving.
And as we're leaving, I leave a trail of like sparkle. Like,
I love
Fuck's
it.
sake.
I love
We'll see
it.
you tonight, darling.
Bye. Lorelai Winters. All right, man, making Lorelai's name pop. Sweet.
Jesus.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Is there fantasy aviators? Because I feel like I'm wearing fantasy aviators at this point.
I mean, you could probably get some made or bought for you. Who knows?
Well, I don't. You guys mentioned a merch table, but we don't have any fucking merch.
no, we do. We have like signed things, don't we? Like we had autographs made. I remember this happening at one point.
What about like
You guys literally ripped up paper and then just had me sign it and charge people for it.
Yeah,
I feel like in our travels, we've painted pictures of you.
yeah. Like,
yeah, but
that's
like
what
that has happened. Yeah.
we could make
Did
like
a dancing illusion of me. I don't know
Yeah.
what
I've
you
done
did
that,
painted
yeah.
pictures.
we could do shirts.
Oh, no,
we
the-
could do tabards.
Chad
We
and
could
Stevie-
do.
like that was some like camp downtime. Chad and Stevie totally made pictures of you guys. You're definitely
Oh God,
out
really?
by now because you like that was a really long time ago. I think it was before you guys even went to the Grove. I think it was
Wow.
like right after Tribor. So
And I usually stand in front of the stage and have people give money to
All
get
right, all right, all
autographs.
right. Well, why don't we return to the tavern? You guys can prep whatever crafts you want to prep. I'll go over the set list with the pianist and we'll get ready for the performance.
Hey, before you do that,
I'm
gonna need
sorry.
like
You're gonna
10
go
minutes
over
of
the
your
list
time.
with who?
A penis.
The pianist.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need 10 minutes for you to just sign these real quick, just so we can get them on the merch table.
And I put like a stack of things in front of you.
I'll sign them all.
No,
Thank you.
I,
didn't need that because like, what if we had a stamp made?
Yeah, they should be authentic.
I feel like this is something we would have done. We would have
This is-
had like. It's not even
Is
close
this
to her
the hill
actual
Lorelai's
signature.
gonna die on?
This is the hill Lorelai's gonna die on. We're not doing a stamp.
No stamp? No stamp? Hey, look, she wants to keep it authentic. Keep the stamp out today. Once we get busy again, we'll have to bring the stamp out. Hey, we're just looking out for your wrist. We know that you play a lute.
I love how quickly
viola.
Lorelai has like transformed into Miley Cyrus, like a young Miley Cyrus.
Gotta keep
Awesome.
it authentic. Thanks for the stack. We'll make sure we
At
sell
this
these
point,
tonight.
it's just easier to go along instead of fighting it.
Lorelai is just product. It's like, oh no.
Product leader. Leader.
Yeah, this is democracy.
All right.
While we're making up merch, I'm also gonna go over to a clothing store and try to get some tabards made. with all the places that she's played. So like her shirt.
On tour.
Oh my god.
No, that's too much.
So good.
There's no way having a track record of where the fuck we've been is ever gonna bite us in the ass.
Oh my god. I love that idea.
This is the new campaign. This is the new campaign. It's just our tour.
Yeah.
This is our campaign.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, Chuck, you bring this idea to like a tailor within town. Long Saddle isn't huge, so it's literally just somebody who, like, one person who, like, generally just fixes people's buttons and ripped clothes and stuff. You bring this idea to them, and like, oh, that sounds like a lot of work, though. I mean, I could start on the design, but I won't be able to pump out a whole bunch.
How many can you make tonight?
Maybe 2. They won't be very big. It'll be like handkerchiefs.
Okay, I accept.
It
It's called pre-order.
It takes a while to make these things, you know.
That's fair.
Five
All right.
gold?
Okay.
We'll say 10 gold pieces because I'll have to be working really hard. I have other things to work on, but nothing due right away.
How about this? We'll give you a ticket to the show.
Well, I'm probably not going to be able to make the show. I'm going to be working on the second.
Oh, you
one.
can't make it before the show?
I can make
Can
one before the show. You're telling me I need to make this thing in like 3 hours.
Can I say that Chad and Stevie came with Chuck to this tailor real quick?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I turn to Stevie and be like,
Stevie, I think what we need to do is we gotta have local merchants make merchandise. But the way we're gonna do it is to make one, and then people will order it, and we bring the business to them. So that way they can order it at the show and then go to there, and they make the profit, and we make 10% of that.
Okay.
Oh, that's bloody brilliant.
So let's bring that as a deal to them. They make one so we can show what it's like, tell them where they can order it, and then they set aside 10% of the profit.
Right.
Where the fuck did this intelligence come from?
I'm sorry, I blacked out there. My nose is bleeding. What's happening?
Who are you?
Make a one of you make a persuasion check, or you can make a group persuasion check. But the
I think it's a group for persuasion check.
That's a group thing, definitely.
Yeah, everybody make a persuasion roll, please.
Okay, 16.
Okay,
Oh, 17.
nice.
That is a 11.
Okay.
7. Awesome.
Oh, that coming.
All right. This seems like a strange request, but I have also heard of Lorelei Winters.
Look, it's just a money printing machine at this point. It's a win, 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 win for all of us. You get cash. We get to sell merchandise. You can continue making cash after we left. We continue making cash after we left.
Okay.
Everyone wins.
So it's a list of
But
all.
only authorized merchandise only.
And you are an authorized merchandise maker now.
Oh, and then we make him a plaque. We will give you a plaque that says authorized Lorelei merchandise maker.
How close am I to a tree?
Pretty far at this point.
Never mind then.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You're gonna give me 5 gold to make you a example.
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll send more people to me to make more of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I set my own prices.
I would say it only has to be about 2 more than what you say it would make. So if you say it costs 5, you charge 7. That way we get 1 piece of it. You get an extra gold piece out of it.
Okay, we'll see about that. If it's real popular, I'm gonna have to increase the numbers. It's just one of me, after all.
You know what? Totally fair. I accept your
You may
bargain.
be making enough money that you can maybe hire more people.
Think about it.
I mean, the bleeding-nosed half orc over there has a bit of a point. Strangely enough.
Where's this blood from?
But, sure, we'll give it a shot. And if this doesn't work, there's no
No harm, no foul.
You get paid.
Oh, okay.
Then, yeah, service is rendered.
We all take
So-
turns shaking his hand.
He shakes your hand. Well, I'll get to work on the design that you can send me in chat. All 3 of you.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
What did we have made? I don't even know.
It's like a scarf, but it's just like it's like a Taylor Swift thing. It's like places we've played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but is it,
I imagine it was
can
like a banner. Like it's like a banner that you would like hold like during a war or like denoting something, so like people could fly this outside of
Just-
their.
Here's my recommendation. Then, if you make it like a patch, then you could sew it onto clothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
And then people become your billboard.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
options now. Let's
Oh,
just
God.
do the banner.
We got tabards,
now.
we got tabards, banners, patches, hats. Gotta have hats.
We'll see. Let's just start with the banner for now. I don't know that this is gonna work. So
You, sir, we are going to make you bank. It's going to be so good.
all right.
It's true. We are.
What was your name, sir? What was your name?
Corbin.
Corbin, you are on the path of making righteous money.
Don't
You
remember
are on the list,
what
and
I
then
said my
same
race
thing.
was. Corbin.
I don't think you said.
Did I not? Okay.
No.
Yay.
Hey, race isn't a thing here. Look, we got a goblin, we got a
Corbin.
half orc, we got a gnome. We are golden.
You know, Corbin,
He is
this is the
a-
beginning of a new era for you. Actually, you know what?
half-
That's a great name for a tour.
Halfling. Corbin Silk.
I don't know. There's always one in the group. Found you.
Oh yeah, I have no shame.
I totally missed it. I'm sorry.
Taylor Swift's tour was called Eras.
Oh.
Yeah.
Corbin.
Just trying to find who the Swiftie was in the group.
He is a halfling that works at the Saddled Tailor.
Saddle Taylor. All right, so that's what we're promoting. Saddle Taylor. Corbin.
Yep,
Corbin.
Corbin. Yeah.
Corbin.
You know, we're going around trying to get all this money, but we're making a business as we're going.
God.
We're going to be the most industrial music industry in all of this land.
He's just gonna be like, okay, well, I will. I'll get to work on that example for you. I hope I get some business from this.
You will. See you at the show tonight, my guy.
Yeah, I'll bring the.
And then
I'll bring the example. On.
I give him the golden, like the shimmery ticket again.
Oh,
See you later.
Okay. See you later. Oh. Wow. I'll include some of this in the design.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the.
I think that was good, guys. That was good.
Yeah.
Can someone tell me what happened? I blanked out for half of that.
No, you did really well. That's probably why you blacked out.
Lorelai, you and Zevin have been hanging out in the Horn and Hoof, guild is like instructing other patrons to like help clean up and do. Like, I don't even work. I'll give you a beer. All right, and he is like trying to get this place like put back together a little bit more, like actually cleaning off the tables instead of just kind of like wiping off whatever's on the floor. You've been talking with Schmitty, who's just a very like he may look like he's in his like late 70s, but he has the energy of like a 20-year-old. Like he is just like very excitable, and has a remarkable ear. You find that he is a very good partner on the stage. You even trust him that if you needed to let him take a couple solos for you to like relax, he's got you. Like he's a well accomplished stage performer.
Cool.
Zevin, what are you up to? Are you hanging out with your new friends? You doing some other stuff? You gonna disappear for a couple sessions?
Yeah. So I'm going to be with our new friends, and I'm going to be one kind of like listening to everyone around me, kind of thing. Always ears open. But then I'm gonna ask Norma. So tell me about yourself. Before you guys came on this mission to hunt this guy down, what did you guys do beforehand?
Working bounties up and down the long road, Sword Coast. Don't go too much.
So you guys are.
Don't go too much farther than Neverwinter. I don't like fucking cold. I miss.
So you guys are just.
Worse.
So you guys are mainly bounty hunters then?
Yep. Taking jobs where we can from who we need to.
How's that business been so far? It's been pretty. I bet it's gone up since the giant incursions, eh? A lot of people take advantage of the chaos.
The prices certainly have gone up. It's much more dangerous work just traveling around these days. Strange business with the giants. Somebody will fucking figure it out, though. Somebody always fucking figures it out.
Agreed. I hope that the mass damage isn't too much, but we all seem to forget that the giants are just as much a race as any of us, and unfortunately, just because of their sheer size, that when they have an uproar, the world feels it. So, yeah, it is a unfortunate time for us small folk.
Fuck them, I say. They had their time, however fucking long ago. They ruled. Well, they don't rule anymore. Get out of here. Let us have the land. Go find your own places. Don't have to get in our way just because you're bigger than us. That's the problem with tall folk.
I don't know. Would you not say that, seeing as they were here first, that we are more so in their way?
That's how they see it. That's a real giant way of looking at things.
When dealing with mix like racial issues across the world, you always have to try and put yourselves in each other's shoes, right? And the only way we come out of this is by figuring out what their motives are and how do we help temper that, right? What are we going to do in the face of this fury?
Well, killing them all seems like a pretty good start.
True. But if we... Okay. As a bounty hunter, though, when you come up to a giant, when you come, face to face with a giant that, let's say, is one of your bounties or just means to mean you harm...
We only take
what is your
humanoids. We're not monster hunters.
Okay.
We'll fight monsters when we have to, but people are easier.
100%. Which is exactly my point. Our group has run across multiple incursions with the giants. And unfortunately, most of them were violent, but some of them were not. I always think it's great to keep an open mind. Also, you have to do some risk management, right? You run up across giants 10 times, on your travels. One of those times are bound to get you dead, if
Well,
not more.
that's why I'd go ahead and prefer to just avoid giants.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong.
Hmm.
I'm quite certain that you think that you have this giant all figured out.
Oh,
But just
by
wait.
far not.
I'm sure he'll turn on you. Or abandon you or something.
Hmm. Hmm.
You say he's good, I'll trust you. But we can't convince Horace of that.
No, that's only something that he can come to the conclusion himself.
Well, if you saw what he saw, maybe you wouldn't feel so great about giants either.
Hmm. No. Yeah.
So you women,
Well,
you all seem pretty mixed up in this mess.
I think it's a little bit of coincidence in being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but as we've moved from place to place, this seems the deeper in it we go. So, you know, we kind of a little group of misfits turned into a family through a chain of unfortunate events. But we do our best, and we try to help out wherever we can.
Hmm. So after the Weevil, what's next for you all?
Not sure. I'm sure we'll flip a coin and find out where we go next.
You all said something about
But
an Eye of the Allfather. You're trying to decide what to do. What's that?
yes, well, it has to do with the giants. We're trying to mitigate the collateral damage of this giant war, and our information that we've gathered so far leads us there.
What's it like a giant stronghold or something like that?
Honestly, I've never been there myself, so your guess is as good as mine. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. We always do.
Maybe some
Hmm.
treasure up that way?
Potentially. They say, the further north you go, a lot of these places have been abandoned because of its harsh weather. But I've heard many of mercenary and bounty hunters who've gone north and never seen again. The harsh winters are as much the enemy as the prize at the end.
Hmm. I do hate the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. We'll see.
Nature always wins.
We still gotta get the Weevil and get him to Mirabar, so for now.
Yes. Hmm. Where are you guys from specifically? Like, you guys always been around in this area?
I'm originally from Yartar. Grew up running around the docks, nicking what I could. Big guy here's
Nice.
up near between Morbin's Shield and Yartar. He was farmer before he started found a new calling in life.
Yeah. Life has a way of deciding those things for you.
That it does.
Well, I'm glad you guys found each other at least, and do this not alone.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without the big guy. He's got me out of my fair share of scraps.
After this mission, do you guys have anything else lined up? Do you guys have anything big you're gonna plan to use the money on?
Well, we had planned on a little bit more of the money, but seeing as our split's significantly smaller, I think I might be getting a place.
Yeah.
750 gold pieces is a good down payment on a house in Neverwinter. Think it's something on the water.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well, we will do our best to do our part and help you get to that point.
Sounds good. Well, like I said,
Yeah,
a couple of songs and then I'm off to bed.
sounds good. Zevin just kind of goes back to eavesdropping, listening.
Zevin, even without a perception check, it's a lot of anticipated talk about coming here to see Lorelei Winters. You see a lot of nervous people who very clearly don't frequent this this particular establishment, kind of looking around, looking at Glenn very strangely as he's moving about and having to pick up tables and move them so he can get through and move the bar. But he is getting everything ready, and he seems to have a little pep in his step as well. The rest of you all arrive as well, about an hour before Lorelei's performance. Is there anything you guys want to do before then, or do we just want to jump to the performance?
This banner looks amazing. Cannot believe you pulled this off in this time.
Who are you talking to?
What?
The banner guy, because if clearly we're about to go to the performance, the banner guy has made it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks.
Did we not tell you?
No.
Oh, good. It'll be surprised then.
He holds up. It's a little banner, very clearly meant to be enlarged, but it looks like a banner that you would hang above your window or your household, and it begins flying. You guys can go ahead and describe what it looks like.
All right, all three of us right now. Before I have to take off, I would say it says. Lorelei Winters, and then underneath says featuring the Magic Misfits,
Wild Misfits,
or the Wild Misfits, and then it has just a couple of the big cities that we've all gone to in a star pattern.
And their dates as well.
And
their dates.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, in no way handing these out and selling these is ever going to bite us in the ass of somebody who's trying to track us.
and this says sample merch, and then underneath it, sign says sample merch, and underneath it says where to buy your own.
Mm-hmm.
Does this meet your expectations?
This is perfect.
Oh,
this is beautiful.
Hello, Miss.
Fantastic.
Hello, Miss Winters.
Hello. I take it you're the skilled crafter of this?
Yep. Your friends had a deal about merchandise.
Of course
Yeah, as
did.
we know, Lorelei, we were looking for a new merchandiser, and it looks like Corbin is our man.
I hope so.
He is a licensed Lorelei Winters merchandise.
The amount of confidence
dealer.
exuding from this man to produce that much merch, amazing.
Again, it is literally just myself and the tailor. I will do.
Hey, Corbin. Hey, Corbin.
Not the time.
Okay. Well, here you are. I'm going to go find my seat. Good luck
You see, we're working on it.
Good luck on the performance, Miss Winters. Kind of
Always supporting local in the area we are.
Okay. I'm gonna go perform, and then we'll talk.
You got this, champ. You got this, champ.
Yeah,
hey, you get him.
And I give her guidance. Yeah.
Alrighty. As the
Stevie and I are at the merch table. Just
as
everything's ready.
Okay. Make persuasion checks, both of you, please.
Who?
Chad and Stevie.
For the merchandise, for the
Ah.
selling.
I got 17.
Okay.
Oh, okay, hold on. 15.
Okay. Okay.
I got 16 plus 1.
All right.
This is great, guys. Nothing wrong could go from what we are doing.
Man. It like I don't know what I expected. It's like, oh yeah, I'll offer them teleportation. They'll be able to get to their places faster. It's just
We are building Taylor Swift
Building-
in
The
our
reason
realm.
why we need teleportation is because of this
man.
bullshit over here.
All right.
Yeah, we're
We're the problem. It's me.
It gets to be about.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah.
Good job.
You get to you get to about half hour before the show, and the place really starts filling up. It very quickly becomes just like many other Lorelei Winters performances, where it is standing room only. There is even like a little bit of spillover outside. Lind is like moving around as quickly as he can, and as he's like just slinging drinks and trying to fill orders as much as he possibly can. Stevie and Chad rather. You are slinging these pre-order things.
You want one of these? We're gonna pre-order here at the. Yeah.
Before the show itself, you have 15 people sign up already. All right, Lorelei.
That's good because they're about 1,000 gold each.
Yeah.
We're selling them for like 15 gold right now.
Yeah. So I assume you're just like taking people's names down and their
And their money.
Oh, they're not giving the money yet. No.
No, we're taking the money. We have to pay for the stuff, and they get sent to
No,
them.
There's a deposit.
You're sending it to him. That's what the agreement was, and then he.
Oh,
pays
right.
the money.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Chad, can you give me a history check, please?
Chad? Okay.
You are.
Oh, this is
you're
gonna be
super
good in an area.
at writing and remembering things. So
Stevie is right there. Right?
I know. That's why it's a straight roll.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. It's 12.
Okay.
12? Okay.
It's 12.
Okay.
It was 13 minus 1.
Okay. Stevie, you catch him as he has only written down a couple names, but you're not entirely sure who they are, or like it's like
No.
kind of gibberish a little bit, and then the numbers are like definitely not like it should be like numerical 1 2 3 4, right? And he's fit them right in the middle, and it's like 86 90 11, like
I'm doing so well. I'm doing so good.
so yeah,
Stevie should be.
two names that are currently a mystery. All right, Lorelei, please give me a performance check.
That is a 27.
27.
Shit.
All right.
We are about to sell out.
Lorelei, how does this performance go? Is this any different than some of your others? Quite a different space than you're used to performing in.
Different space, so I try and kind of play a bit more to the vibe, but I also love heightening other performers. So I want to make sure that the pianist is like getting some recognition as well for his skill.
Oh, nice.
Oh, with a fucking natural 20.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
It's on!
Oh. There are moments, Lorelei, where like you kind of give him the nod and you take the rhythm bit on your viola, right? Viola, right? Yeah.
Viola, yeah.
Yeah. and just kind of like fade into the background a little bit, or maybe take a break to get a drink. You guys are watching Lorelai have the time of her life. This is like when you see those those shows back in like the 20s where like the speakeasies and the band is just kind of like one person will play for and just go on a solo for 10 minutes while the others are just sitting in the back smoking and talking with the crowd or whatever, and it goes on and off almost a round robin, and you guys barely stop playing. It is a constant stream of music, and the crowd is loving it. Schmitty is just having a grand old time, just giving lots of hand flourishes, and at one time he even spins around on his thing, starts playing it, standing up, and he gets up on his with his feet up onto the bench of the piano as he's still playing, and just kicking his feet off to the side, and people are hooting and hollering along with him. It is a chaotic, melodious mess, but it is beautiful in all the right ways, Lorelai. The crowd is losing their minds.
I'd say most of the night, exactly what you're saying. We kind of go back and forth with who's soloing, but then for the final number, we're both just going ham.
Oh yes.
Together to like fully tie it all, and like just sweaty hairs falling loose, just having so much fun.
Yep. He is, and he is breathing heavy as well. And the final chord hits, and it's just one of those that he just like keeps it rolling, and you keep it on, and you're both just looking at each other, and finally just like a big final note, and the crowd just erupts in celebration. Even you hear the very loud hand claps of Glyn on the other side of the bar. Just this big ass minotaur. You see up on the balcony, Norma, even just kind of leaning on the balcony a little bit, kind of smoking a cigarette as she's just kind of watching and gives a nod. You see as close as he can get to Chad as possible, Horace, and he's just like full on like the Avatar super fan who froths at the mouth, like just absolutely losing it. Yeah, he's just like, Chad is just like that.
I'll give Schmitty the biggest hug and then make him bow with me.
He definitely bows with you as well, and he gives you a hug. Oh, my word, my little lady, you are sure something. It's been a very long time since I had a blast like that. Oh, you better come back now. You hear?
I'd love to. You are quite skilled. That was the most fun I've had in a while.
BT Dubs chat is encore.
Smitty's just kind of like, and does like a little like dance move over to the piano and slides one his finger across the and begins playing into something, just waiting for you to no, he picks up the same chord from earlier and waits for you to start something new.
I'll step into it with like a couple good stomps, creating another rhythm for the audience to kind of join in.
Okay.
And just jump in with probably just an extreme solo that I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to do, even try a while ago.
Yeah.
Just like
as this is going on though, and we're kind of the emotions rising, I kind of nudge Stevie and I start throwing coins at the stage.
Oh.
I one up it and like minor illusion the coin.
Yeah, and
we're not losing money.
As I nudge her, I give her a little bit of guidance as well.
Okay. Right.
We're not losing real money here, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I nudged you. I'm not losing cash. I'm not an idiot.
Stevie, give me another persuasion. You have an advantage on this one, and Lorelai, give me another performance on this solo.
Alright. 26.
26.
22.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Lorelai, you see as you begin oh, this is gonna be super cool. You begin Schmitty begins that thing. You start the new chorus, and Schmitty stands up and kicks his the bench out from behind him, and it slides
Nice.
towards you, and you jump up onto it. And then the rest of this song is you are like stepping from table to table, just absolutely shredding it on your viola as Schmitty provides just a real easy background. And then he senses you going into a really really difficult part that's like real complex, and he just gives you like little quarter notes here and there instead of actually like constant playing. And then he eventually phases those out and just does it every like at the one of every beat. And then he eventually waits a couple measures before he just gives, and it's just you just like going into this super technical section, and then it is just you. How does it end?
Jumping table to table, I'm still kind of keeping a foot beat so the audience can kind of participate with me as well. I am so focused, not even, I mean, I feel like I'm subconsciously noticing he's tuning out, but not really because I'm too into the pieces that I'm trying to do. And like, I would almost say I'm getting so into it. And on the instrument that I'm doing, magic is kind of swirling around and creating more of like a cinematic spectacle for everyone to see. Not doing anything, it's just there and radiating and going, and then like a hard beat and that long note to end.
The crowd is quiet. And you see as Lorelai, you were completely tuned out, but coins had been raining down on the stage at the whole time. You see as Smitty turns over and notices them, is like, oh yeah, he takes the hat that he had out there and begins scooping them up. And just kind of giving a couple flourishing bows himself and holding out the hat for more donations. Lorelai, can you roll a D100, please?
Shit.
Sure. 50. 50.
Okay. You make 500 gold pieces from this. That's without splitting it however you want. But this was it's a well-traveled town. It is your name has brought some notoriety.
I would definitely split it 50-50 because that performance wouldn't have been half as great without him. So he gets
Schmitty
to
is absolutely floored. This is an insane amount of money for him, but he just thinks she was like, oh, maybe I'll get some new keys for the old girl. We'll see. Thank you, Miss Lorelai.
Thank you, Shmitty. It's been a pleasure.
I'm gonna go up to my room and probably fall into a coma for a couple days. That was amazing. One of the best nights of my life.
I pull out a sold out sign. I put it in front of our table.
You managed to get a total of 30 names on your list, which is a considerable number.
Nice.
Did you sell any of the autographs at this merch table, or was it just the banner sales?
Oh yeah, everything is gone. We sold everything.
Okay. Everything is gone.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
That was a lot.
Chad also has to go to bed because he is 12 minutes past where he needs to start rushing to work.
Okay,
Oh, no. Have fun.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, buddy.
All right. I gotta fix the cameras real quick. I don't have to fix the cameras that much, strangely enough. I just have to turn one off.
Perfect.
Yay!
Boop. And I will make you guys a little bit bigger.
Oh my god.
The
There's a
kitty!
cat butt.
Oh, hello!
Oh
Yeah,
man, my cat frickin' brought me a mouse yesterday. I was like, oh.
What an honor.
I mean, thank you, baby. I appreciate it, but you know, I don't need
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah. I was glad I didn't even know I had a mouse. she was she was acting weird yesterday, and it was just like, oh, this is mine. Here, Dad. I'm like, oh God.
Oh, good. Dead or alive? It's a little of both.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna make it. That's for sure.
A little of both. Gotcha.
She did the cat thing to it.
A little bit of in limbo. All right, gotcha.
She let when I was trying to get it from her, she let it go twice just to let it run a couple steps and then pounce it again. So I'm like,
oh, that's a good cat.
Oh yeah, no, she's a great Mauser. I figured she would because she's done it before, but
yeah,
I didn't imagine I thought that I would see signs of a mouse before she started
she's
it up.
She's playing now. Yeah.
She's like, oh nope, I know what to do, Dad. I'm like, yes, you do.
Whoa,
good girl.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys wake up from this very exhausting night and eventful day as you all see Norma and Horace are already downstairs, both enjoying a very bland looking type of porridge that Glynd has prepared. Horace waves at you excitedly, Lorelai, as he sees you. And he looks a little worse for wear. Like he might have had a bit more to drink than he probably should have. Hi, Miss Lorelai. You were really, really good.
Good morning, Horace. Thank you.
I drank too much.
Did you have fun though?
Oh, it was blast! You were walking all over those tables, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna fall. But Chad was like, no, she knows what she's doing, and so I didn't get all worried.
Oh God, I appreciate your concern though. That's very heartwarming.
Norma will just be like, that's a pretty good show.
I'm glad you enjoyed
high
it.
praise. Yeah.
Don't push me like Goblin.
No, Chad.
Sure. So, we're off to
See the wizard?
the Ivy. Yeah, I already made that joke.
What joke?
Not for you.
Never mind. God damn it.
We have one quick stop to make. A darling shopkeeper recommended we stop by before we leave.
All right. We'll meet you outside the mansion, I guess.
You bet.
Come on, Horace. Okay. He picks up the bowl. No, leave the bowl. Okay. He quickly eats as much as he can and then puts it down.
Oh.
We will cover what the shopkeeper has out of session. I didn't think the guys would go that route, so I hadn't prepared. I'll think of something
That's fair.
a couple rare.
Cut to leaving the shop.
Yeah, cut to leaving the
Wow,
shop.
I can't believe she had that in stock. That's amazing.
You guys are just heading towards the Ivy Mansion. Lorelai, you sending a message, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll send him a message, and I know his name and about the Ivy Mansion, so I'll send him a message, basically just letting him know that we're on our way, and we'd love to. We would very much appreciate the assistance.
He will say, Miss Winters, wonderful performance last night. The entrance to the gate is 30 feet to the north of where it appears. Take care not to touch the gate unless you are certain you have found the entrance.
Okay. I will go to the gate and then go 30 meters north.
You see Horace and Norma already there, and she's like currently like pushing him as he's like walking away from the mansion, and she's like no, and she like hits him right in the nuts to like she's a halfling, he's a real tall dude, and he's like, whoa, what happened? She goes, you touched the gate, I told you not to touch the gate. What? And he turns around to go to touch the gate again. She goes, no, stop! What?
Horace, it's this way.
But the gate right here.
Trust me, darling.
Chuck, we just found your door opener.
Downside to be the door opener, I guess.
To paint the scene a little bit, what you guys see is a white picket fence that has been painted a very lovely shade of white that encircles a campus of sorts. Several buildings that at first glance you were walking up looked like they were all separate, but now you realize are a conflagration of different architectures that are just kind of mashed together that don't have any business standing, let alone being built like this. Several spires just randomly sprout up with some of the tiling kind of like peeling up around it, almost like the tower broke through the actual ceiling itself. There is a river that kind of runs along the pathway and through the more of a stream through the property. Zevin, can you give me a survival check, please?
Sounds good. Survival. Survival. What is that? There it is. That's the wisdom. 21.
21. Zevin, you don't notice it at first, but like as you guys are going up the path, you realize that the river is following you. It's flowing uphill through the property and then going downhill on the other side. You see there is a cobblestone bridge that crosses this little river. At its widest within the property is about 30 feet, and that's approximately where the bridge has been built. And you see on the other side like a little building, almost like a stable or barn of some sort. You can't see a whole lot more than that because of the way that the topography is. But that's kind of what you're looking at as you're walking. Lorelei, you walk 30 feet away and you reach out and touch the gate or the fence.
I'm gonna make Chad do it.
Okay. Chad reaches out to touch the fence. He's like, oh. He like shakes. He's like, there seems to be a gate here. And whoa. And like you see him like miming up and up, and it seems like this fence goes up a lot farther than it appears and is much more substantial than it appears. Lorelei, actually everybody give me perception checks.
Hmm. 11.
Nice. 6.
6, okay. 22. 11.
1 sec.
No worries.
Perception?
Yeah.
18.
18, okay. With a 21 and an 18, Stevie and Lorelei, you both realize this is an invisible fence that has been painted to look like a white picket fence. You imagine that this fence is much taller and much more thick than it appears. But Chad seems to have found the gate.
I can't see over the fence.
I turn to Norma. Any idea how to open it?
I mean, and Chad just like pushes forward, and like you see him step on the other side of the fence. It looks like he walks through a portion of it, though, it not actually
Yeah.
moving.
Wonderful. And I'll follow him in.
You find, as you cross on the other side of the fence, that the cobblestone that had led to the false entrance is actually curved around and connects to this entrance, it being an illusion looking through on the other side. It is very fine cobblestone as well, very smooth, almost like, kind of like a shuffleboard, you'd imagine, just like a polished marble, leading up to a set of very large, dark double doors. As you approach, the doors open up by themselves, and you see inside a very well lit, almost study type of situation. Not at all the room that you expected to see inside. You kind of expected like a foyer or something like that, but it seemed to have just opened into like somebody's study.
What amazing magics.
There's so many books.
Come in, come in. I apologize. You are Miss Winters, Lorelei's Wild Misfits, and I do not know you. I remember you, my big fellow. Yes. Hello. I would keep him happy, and he snaps his finger, and a large mug appears in Chad and Horse's hands. They look at each other and like smash them together and start drinking again. I believe that my friend Chad told you my offer for your friends.
Indeed. I'm a little concerned that this was offered so freely, and you wish for nothing in return?
Oh, my dear, I am... he looks to the other two that are with you. Well aware of the trials that lay before you. I am unable to help in certain ways, but in ways of transportation, nothing is preventing me from doing that. You
It
hear
is much appreciated.
in your head, Lorelei, I'm not sure how much you trust your new companions, but I am aware of a certain meeting that you have had with another wizard. I know the importance that you and your friends will play in what is to come. I am bound by similar restrictions as your other wizard friend. I apologize, but this is all the assistance that I am able to provide.
I'll respond in my head. Any assistance is greatly appreciated. It's gonna be a long road ahead.
Yes, it will. Apologies for the intrusion. And then he, like, you feel him immediately pull back out. And well, where are we going? Or where are you going, rather? I'm not coming.
For now, we'll be heading to Xanthar's Keep.
Does anyone have a article from the location?
Well, look to Norma and Horace.
No.
With the wanted poster? You know?
No, the wanted posters were in Long Saddle, but they just came from Xanthar's Keep, so.
Yeah, we have something. Horace? Okay. He reaches in and he pulls out a horseshoe with the nails still on it, as if he took it off of a horse. This is from the stables outside. Oh! He finds weird things to steal. He's strangely good at it. He wouldn't... It's nothing useful. You can't tell him to go... Anyway,
Can I do a quick insight check that just doesn't pass the sniff test? Either that or he's just really that dumb.
yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
The sniff test. Oh,
18.
18. He is really dumb.
Okay.
He is
Okay,
really
just
dumb.
checking. All right.
Checks out.
Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Continue.
he's fine. He's really, really dumb with a bit of a strange kleptomania. But like,
Gotcha.
yeah, he's a character.
Cool. Yeah.
Kipper will take a look at it. This should get us where we need to go. Well, please come in. We can use my circle. And he kind of does one of these, and all of the coffee tables and chairs just go moving, but they move with a force and smash up against the wall. Ah! A little too hard. You watch as they crumple to the ground and then start putting themselves back together. He more easily gestures the big rug on the floor off to the side, and you see a very intricate looking teleportation sigil. He places the horseshoe in the center and says, "Quickly, my friends, gather around. I will send you on your way."
Reluctantly, Chuck moves forward. Not a good traveler by teleport.
yeah, Lorena's.
Alrighty. Can I have one of you roll a D100 for me?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
Alright, 7, you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll roll. What the heck? 37.
Cool. You guys feel Kipper place his hand down on the circle. You watch as the runes light up all around you. The intricate carvings between the runes start lighting up, and you feel whoop, 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 and your perspectives are shifted. Everything kind of collapses in front of you. You feel for a brief moment like somebody hooked their finger up underneath your solar plexus and pulled as you come and step forward and are in a new space. You see forests behind you and a long pathway leading to a walled city with ballista stationed every several meters or so on the top. You see a very large keep in the center, kind of spiraling or spiring out, overlooking the walls itself. You see guards moving to and fro on the wall, and you hear as you see some horses in a stable just off to your left. With a successful teleport, welcome to Xanthal's Keep. What's her face? Norma will say, "Oh, how are you, big guy?" You see as horses. I'm good.
And Chuck also not doing too well. He goes, "Hey, I did it! What'd you do, big guy?" And slaps Horace on the back.
No. Okay, he rolled higher. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm a little excited I didn't barf this time.
Norma says, yeah, he's got DDS too, apparently.
Yeah. I recognize.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can tell you what more do you know now that we're here about this where he might be.
What did we know? We knew that he was in the area, but was that it?
I'm pretty sure that's all we knew. We didn't really
Um,
have anything to go off of besides what the poster said.
Let me see. You got,
No, because we were told by Dars that he was here.
a merchant saw a dwarf cleaning the stables in Xanthal's Keep. He recognized him after the fact as looking very similar to the wanted posters in Long Saddle. He's sure that it is him. Dars wouldn't have brought you that information if he wasn't also sure. So
Word we received is that he was cleaning some stables. So perhaps we should start there.
These stables, like right.
these stables are outside of the city. If he's inside of the city, there's only 2 inns that have stables within the city. One's give me a second. One's called the Falling Orc. We didn't stay there, but it has a set of stables. A half ogress runs the place. The other one is called the Timbered Crags. It's run by a dwarf. Has some stables as well. We didn't stay there either. We didn't stay at any of the. We don't have horses, so that wasn't a necessity for us.
All right. Well, let's flip a coin and try one. Did we bring Sea Monkey?
I would assume.
No, he's with Harshnag,
so.
right?
Oh,
I thought-
right.
He's with Harshnag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Zevin, looks like you're going to be a horse for tonight.
Just because we're staying at a place with a stable attached doesn't mean we have to have a horse.
It's our inn.
Devin, you're going to be the only one with accommodations.
Sneaky.
Also, did you let Harshnag know that you guys are moving?
I'm sending a message now.
Jesus.
Definitely.
Of course we did. That was while we were in the shop getting our stuff.
Definitely. Dearest Harshnag, we found a quicker means of transportation. We shall meet you in Mirabar.
Please bring Sea Monkey.
Please bring Sea Monkey. And the trees.
Very well.
And the trees. And what else did we leave with him? And the thing.
The horse
Okay.
The horse does not like being carried, but the trees and bush are not too much of a trouble. I will see you outside of Mirabar.
Sea Monkey putting up a fight.
Yeah. And Harshnag just being like, dude, just stop. You can't even roll high enough to hit my AC. Let's
Yeah.
It's just like a toothless cat. Just
You
like,
even lift, bro?
Just an angry little horse.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We will call it there for today, I think. Arriving to Xanthal's Keep and doing a bit of exploration. Where are you guys planning on heading first? The Timber Crags or the Falling Orc?
Timber Crags?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it was the nicer of the 2 establishments. The Falling Orc seemed very, very similar in design and vibe as the Horde and Hoof that you guys just came from.
Nice.
So, Cool.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that I totally forgot that we were recording. I was about to just say, okay, bye guys.
Me too.
But yeah. So
Just having way too much fun over here.
Yeah, no, we're having way too much fun. Hey, thank you all so much for watching, those who did and who are checking us out on YouTube. We're getting some kind of following on there, so that's awesome. I'm going to do the whole call to action thing. Like and share and subscribe and do all that stuff. It really, like, just so, like, it doesn't help us yet, but it's just, like, it's good to know, you know? And I would appreciate it. You know, maybe this will help us to build this into something more down the road. So, you know, we need all the help we can get. We want to keep doing this. So that's my pitch. I'm done now. We're the Wild Misfits. We stream every other Sunday. So hope to see you guys there next time. We're at 1 p.m. Eastern time now these days. So
Do it for the Lorelai Winters Taylor Swift eras.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winters. That's what they're.
Be a misfit.
All right. Well, be a misfit. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.